In this video, I'm going to compare Canon 700d against Pentax K50 and find out which camera is better for everyday use. So let's get started. Hello viewers, welcome back to the channel once again. You're watching Unleash Your Gear, where I talk about technology and photography for you guys. And today I'll be comparing Canon 700d against Pentax K50. So let's start with the key specs. The Canon 700d or the Rebel T5i is rocking with 18 megapixel CMS sensor and the ISO is up to 12,800, continuous autofocus in movies, which everyone loves, and 9 cross-type AF points, that means better focusing. It also has 3-inch touch display with articulating screen, and it also supports 1080p video recording. So let's move on to the Pentax. And the K50 is loaded with bunch of features. You are getting 16 megapixel CMS sensor, ISO of 51,600, which is crazy, but trust me guys, you are not going to use that much of ISO. No continuous autofocus in movies. I really hate this thing. You will see the effects of it later in this video. 11 focus points and 9 of them are cross types, 3-inch display but not articulating. And the best features of this camera is it has in-body image stabilization, which is very nice to have. I think all the cameras should have something like this. It's also environmental sealing, that means you can go out with this camera in the rain or ice or whatever. It also supports time-lapse recording. It has the maximum shutter speed of 6,000 seconds. So now let's take a closer look to the cameras. Remember, when are you watching Pentax K50 in the screen, I am shooting it with the Canon 700d, and whenever you are watching 700d in the screen, I am shooting it with the Pentax K50. I have used the kit 18 to 55mm lens for shooting this video, so if you watch carefully, you can differentiate the video quality. On the top of the Pentax K50, we have the horseshoe mount covered with the plastic material. We also have the shooting mode dial on the right side. You can see that Canon 700d is automatically focusing on the dial, which makes filming a lot easier. We also have the shutter button and on-off switch on the top. On the front side, we get a lot of buttons such as AF buttons, ISO control button, info and menu button, white balance setting, timer button. We also get a dial for changing the aperture. The K50 has dual dial. One is for the aperture and one is for the shutter. On the left side, we get the flash button, the RAW to FX button, and most importantly, the switch for changing the focusing mode, autofocus to manual focus or continuous focus. We also get the mini USB port for transferring data to your computer. On the right side, we have the SD card slot and the cable release terminal. On the bottom, we have the battery compartment and the tripod shoe mount. Moving on to the Canon, you can immediately notice that the video quality is not that good as it was before. The K50 really suffers in this particular area. So on the top of the Canon 700d, we have the horseshoe mount, and it is not covered with anything like K50 was. We have the shutter release button, shutter control button, ISO button on the top. We have the shooting mode dial on the right top side and the on-off switch along with it. The on-off switch has also an option for dedicated movie button. On the bottom, we have the battery compartment and the tripod shoe mount. On the left, the Canon 700d has remote control terminal, AV output terminal, external mic terminal, and HDMI out terminal. You can notice that K50 is not focusing there very well because it doesn't have any continuous autofocus in the video mode. It's really boring. And also remember that Pentax K50 does not have the AV out mic and the HDMI out terminal. We also have the IS on off and the autofocus and manual focus button on the lens, as Canon 700d does not have the features built in the camera body. Now guys, I'll show you some pictures taken in these cameras, so watch and see which one do you like the most.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
I think pictures taken with Pentax K50 is more sharper than it is in Canon 700d, but the pictures taken with Canon 700d is more brighter than the Pentax K50. You may like the pictures taken with 700d more for this issue, and also the Pentax K50 has more dynamic range than the Canon 700d. And my suggestion will be, if you want to buy a DSLR just for photography, it will be better to go with the Pentax K50. Don't worry, they have a lot of lenses in the line. They also have some old manual focus lenses which are very good indeed. I have used some of them. They're really nice to have. They're very cheap and offers more for the money. On the other hand, Canon 700d is all-rounder, I will say. You can take good photos with it, and you can also have a lot more features for making videos, but you have to sacrifice in-body IS, weather resistant, higher shutter speed, higher dynamic range. So now you know which one is your camera. So guys, thanks for watching the video, and more videos like this are coming. So if you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe, and I will catch you up guys in the next one.